I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Bunch of sluggards. Looks better on me.
I grant you roaring flame.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker. Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but... Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Look, Master, goblins!
No need of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I merely did not take commands.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early as they say. Well aimed, strike where it hurts.
A flawless execution.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. I'll have you know.
Tis a boat worthy. Don't say our destiny.
It needs to be done. We'll never get anywhere.
We shall be ill prepared for battle.
You've got this to regret this.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Arisen! Are you alright?
Hold the high ground. We're fighting on an incline. Can't have our foes using it against us.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Ye really pushing your luck.
'Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Feast your eyes on this.
Really now? What are you doing?
Forgive me, I could not help but laugh.
Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing! resounding victory.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
"'Tis a hobgoblin!"
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack.
You're fool enough to fall for it.
Look as long as you please. Then in the mood to stir up trouble tonight.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Always a pleasure.
This might be worth a read.
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of it. Interest.
Gather round! Treat your ears! Hoi, friend! Have any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it with you. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other. Though I feel sure we shall time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
It is no great shock to me.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
What?
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a...
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Haha, glad we understand each other. I'll be on my way then.
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether 'twas the right choice.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
I can tell half as many lies as my
Lot of arses round here with sticks lodged up.
idleness is a luxury.
Living is hard.
Dreams are free.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus
There's got to be something fun to do.
Fine wares all
Perhaps I'll
would that
see what I can find.
all this walking has made my legs ache of fright.
Go on, have a look.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Have no fear, Master.
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
About time I taught that dullard a lesson. I'm still waiting on that report. I'm in fine fettle. We're so welcome. How's this? I must try to effect a change.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
I've wasted a second of my day.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I...